Hi Cheez-Its, welcome back to another video, and today I'm gonna be going over the Kamen Rider tier list and saying some things about it because you guys clearly have been going crazy over this lately. Like, it started off doing not too well, but now it's at like 9,000 or whatever views, which is kind of crazy, I'm gonna be honest. But I wanted to get that out of the way. I'm like grateful for you guys, but I also wanted to say, like, the comments on this video are actually crazy sometimes. They're so funny. I just wanted to like react to some of these. I'm perfectly fine. I'm fine with all the hate in this video because it is understandable. I was just joking around. And just to clarify, yes, I was messing around because there are some very serious comments in here. Like, people thought I was seriously ranking the openings at some points. I will admit, I did regret some of my rankings because, like, after editing that, I was like, oh my god, wait, this is actually like pretty like a good opening. I shouldn't have ranked it like F tier. Okay, I just want to clarify with the Don Brothers is trash. Like, me saying the whole I will admit, I don't know, maybe it was a bit much to say you're like, I don't know, I said something like you're a child if you like Don Brothers, but I haven't watched the full series. I've only watched some things. I remember like someone pushing a baby stroller off of a stairway. I don't know. I didn't watch this show, guys. I don't watch any of these shows. So don't take any of this to heart. It's just like, from what I've seen, the clips that Nuke has shown me, it's not like it's not like something I would really care to watch. It's something I would kind of make fun of just from like seeing the random stupid clips, you know? Alright, what does this even mean? I'm so confused. Did they just list every single series? Did they just, not even like the timestamps, just every single series? No, I have no idea what that means, to answer your question. What? It's an opening thought. I won't rate it based on song only. Visuals matter much. Not the quality, but about the storyboarding, directing, and camera movement. Kamen Rider opening is an MV in a nutshell. It could very well be clips from the show. I don't like intros that just pull a lot from the shows, to be honest. I like it when they try to do more original things and interesting visuals and things that could be like, well, I haven't watched any of these series, so I wouldn't know, but things that would like foreshadowing, but in a subtle way, you know? I wouldn't know, so I'm sure I'm probably wrong, some of them probably whatever, but it's just, for the most part, it did feel, some of them, not all of them, some of them felt like they could have just been taken straight from the show, and I wouldn't have really cared at that point. I respect your opinions on Tokusatsu, still it's rather painful to see such strong takes. Even my batchmates gave Kamen Rider a chance and loved it. Of course it ain't everyone's cup of tea, but I assure you there will be at least one season you'll join, if you actually have some time to sit back and turn your brain off and relax. Overall, a nice new take on Tokusatsu in this video. Honestly, very based comment. I'm not gonna lie, like this is true. If maybe I decided to one day sit down and watch some Toku, I'm sure there'd be at least one season I'd like. Or even if I watched Don Brothers, like, I think I would just be laughing at like the stupid stuff that goes on in it. And in general, I've seen like the Toku stuff out of context and that always gets me laughing, but you know, I think it's really just I'm gonna blame Nuke at this point, because after 2 years of hearing like getting Toku stuff shoved down my throat, I think I've had like enough for a lifetime of Toku. It's really the only reason I probably haven't been watching any of them or given any of them a try, even though I might think they're funny in the clips, because a certain someone keeps torturing me with the theme songs and random rants that I don't know if I could stand much more. And could you imagine how that would be if I gave into that for us to watch a series together? How much longer that would prolong my suffering. I think I'm good for the moment. I understand where people can come from. I'm not gonna bash people. There's definitely anime I've watched that I wouldn't like, but some people might like, and I guess I wouldn't discourage them for that. relating this to anime somehow. I don't know, but for any show in general, everyone has their own likes and dislikes. I'm not gonna hate on that. I would probably still like random cartoons because I'm just very childish like that, you know. But anyways, they're like, I get your opinions are subjective, but you literally made fun of people who like Dawn Brothers. Nuke, you lobotomized her into hating the festival. I could never forgive that. Dawn Bros is a little peak. Only bad thing is the CGI. I take Geats over Dawn Brothers. And then we have one of our serious comments over here. These always make me really laugh because on a very non-serious video, you get these like little paragraph comments. And this one just made no sense at all. Okay, so let's read this one real quick.
Can you just stop looking at the cover? I mean, what's wrong with the opening of Kamen Rider Faiz? And the scene when Takumi walks? Why do you think that scene is very dumb? I mean, there are a lot more stupid things, like in JoJo, where Bucciarati, it looked open like a zipper, where we are already at opening 2, part 5. Which is, we already know that Bucciarati has a zipper stand. So stop thinking Kamen Rider / Tokusatsu is a show for children. The only thing that makes you lazy and tormented watching Tokusatsu because you think of the CGI and weird costumes, even though the Dawn Brothers are a Sentai that has quite a good story.
Looks opened like a zipper. What does this mean? What are you trying to tell me? I'm so confused. I think this one made me laugh probably one of the most, or like reading it for the first time because of just like this, the grammar is so bad. I'm not gonna judge, maybe English isn't their first language, who knows, but it's just a funny comment in general. Hey man, don't take it too seriously. Bucciarati has a zipper stance. Yes, that's true, and that's why there's zippers in the opening. Like, I don't know how that is like your evidence for anything. Oh my god, it took 7 months for someone to realize what was going on in this timestamp. It's just a screenshot that, like, I guess no one's paused or bothered with the commenting it, but this is just an old screenshot of someone from my Discord being a little strange, but I'm actually surprised it took 7 months for someone to comment about that. Oh dear lord, we got another paragraph on our hands. Somehow, YouTube recommends me this video after its release 6 months ago. But anyway, that was the worst Kamen Rider opening ranking I've ever seen. It seems you are not a fan of live-action superhero movies, and you hate the visual. That's fine, but how can you not like the music? Some of these singers even sing for anime openings. For example, the opening of Kamen Rider Gotchard was sung by Bakon, the band that did a lot of Gundam anime openings. Or the Kamen Rider Ryuki opening was sung by the voice actor of Ash/Satoshi from Pokemon. Your taste of music is terrible. I'm not gonna lie. Music is one of the things that made me start watching Kamen Rider back in 2018, and to be honest, most of these Kamen Rider openings are better than the openings of One Piece or JoJo. Okay. Really quickly, I don't really watch a lot of Gundam animes. I do know Gurren Lagann's opening is really good. I like that opening. The music's great. And I'm sure a lot of other ones have good music. But we each have our own music tastes. I personally like a lot of rock, metal, or Vocaloid. It's very, listen, I don't know about the Vocaloid, that's pretty random, but you know what I mean. It can have some really good songs, I'm just saying. But anyways, I'm not gonna say all of the music is really my favorite here, and some of the older things and the older openings were not really good, especially like the Hibiki ones that Nuku also hated because the songs just are really not that good. But also, the openings are better than One Piece or JoJo. Now, I don't want to be that guy, but did you see some of the openings in here? I think JoJo's Bizarre Adventure has some of the best openings in anime. Well, in my opinion, I really like a lot of their openings. It's also was like the first anime I really that really kickstarted my addiction in some ways, but some of these openings were like slideshows. And some were really good. I will admit, some were really good, but wouldn't say that all of them are like most of them. I wouldn't say most of them are better. I came in expecting non-biased takes, but after this video, I lost my sanity with these extremely biased, horrendous bad takes. Yeah, that's, you know what, let me favorite hard that. That's pretty fair. Not the one after, not all rainbow suit gay. That's all like the noteworthy comments. I didn't read every single one, obviously, but just reading over these, it's funny. I had a good time with the video. I hope you guys don't really take offense to any of the things I say in that video or here, I guess, for the most part. We each have our own opinions, and I was clearly messing around, but to have to clarify that to some people it's pretty obvious. I was giving like actually decent opinions in the beginning, messing around, and you know, gave like especially 01. I can't disrespect that one. That's my favorite opening of all time, like in Kamen Rider, you know? It's yeah, you know, some things I would change about the video, and to be honest, I thought the editing was really lazy, but I guess people have been liking it lately, like, for what it is. Like, I'm so sorry, guys. I did not edit, like, even the music in properly to align correctly to the whatever, but, you know, I guess if you guys enjoyed it, hopefully you did, and yes, this was a response to the allegations. Whoa, oh, so crazy, isn't it? In it, bruv.